Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of HLJ Live. Not even all of the natural and unnatural forces of the world combined together could stop us from bringing you this live stream today, isn't that right?
That's true, although we didn't have any natural disasters on the way in today, so
No,
it was actually really pleasant.
We could have done.
We could have done.
In theory.
We could have done.
Right? And that's the main thing, that's the main point. Is
we
that
would have come in anyway.
Not even all of the natural and unnatural forces of the world combined could stop us.
Yes.
That's the key point.
That's true.
So we've got 2 to 3 exciting things to talk about today, and actually in addition to our usual kind of figure discussion, we're going to be talking about Figma Marciel.
I'm so excited.
But in addition to that, we're also going to be building a very small kit for you today.
My first ever model kit.
So on the HLJ website right now, we actually have pre-orders available for a version of this Choipla kit. And essentially this is a version, a uncolored, unpainted version that I purchased at Shizuoka Hobby Show.
This was a Shizuoka exclusive, right?
I'm not sure if it's a Shizuoka exclusive or if it's a event exclusive.
Oh.
It just says event Gente on it, so...
Gente means it, like, not exclusive, but kind of like a temporary thing.
Right.
Like seasonal flavors would be Gente.
Yes, yeah. So the coloured version of this kit is actually releasing, I believe, in a couple of months' time, but we have it available for pre-order on our website right now. However, this is the unpainted version, so towards the end of today's stream, we're going to build this together, and maybe in another stream we'll also paint it for you, so that'll be fun.
I'm excited for that. I feel like I'll be better at the painting than the building.
Right. So this is, of course, based on the Evangelion Unit 1 from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Who's your favourite Evangelion unit?
I like Unit 1. I'm a big Unit 1
that's
fan.
kind of a basic
I like
thing.
Unit 2 as well. And I actually like the mass production Evangelion.
Those are cool.
The end of
I
Evangelion
really like
movie.
those. With the
Right.
horrible, like, weird white beak
Right,
faces.
right.
Yeah.
The end of Evangelion is really, that's one of my favourite movies overall, I think.
That's a ride. If you've never seen it, you should definitely check it out.
Right, so, but before we get into that, we are going to take a quick look at this brand new Figma. This actually released, I believe, maybe end of last month, early this month, perhaps?
I think it was, yeah,
Early this month. So this is a new release by Good Smile Company. It's a Figma, so of course you're getting that classic posable figure action. So why don't we go ahead and start to unbox?
Yes.
We can begin by peeling off the paper. But
I'm so excited
there's
for this.
16 of you watching right now. Say hello in the chat. Whoever's
Please
there,
say
hello in the
hi.
chat. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on this Figma, but also this kit.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to need
start
some
with the Figma.
guidance when I build my first kit, so please, please
We may
sound
need to
off.
swap chairs to give you the best angle.
We may need to, alright.
But that's okay, we can do that.
Can
on
you
the
pass
fly.
me the knife, please?
What knife?
A knife.
No.
I can see it right there.
Okay.
That's a knife. I need
You
a
want to
blade.
use this blade
A blade, yes.
to cut open the box.
Yes. Scalpel.
It's for modelling use. And here we are using it to open a box. Thank you.
Have you seen any Dungeon Meshi, Adam?
So yeah, Dungeon Meshi. We've seen some Dungeon Meshi, right?
We have.
And,
I really like it. It's one of my favourite recent anime, to be honest with you. The box is really tight. Every time I try to unbox something on this channel, I can't get the lid off. Okay, there we go. That was fine.
Excellent.
There we go, we're in.
Alright, so let's begin the unboxing process. For all of you watching in the chat right now, we will be opening Figma Marciel, which is Figma number 633 and part of the Dungeon Meshi series of Figma.
Cheers! Okay,
Excellent.
what do we got?
So there's a variety of accessories for Figma Marciel.
Yeah, this
so
is
in addition
great.
to the figure itself, we've of course got her iconic staff. We've got multiple faces. We've
Yeah.
got a bowl of food to eat.
I
Of
think
course,
you'll find
food.
that's the scorpion bowl.
The scorpion bowl. Every bowl.
And then we've got the basilisk, roast basilisk.
roast basilisk. So there's two different foods, two unique dungeon meshi for the character to eat. So that's pretty fun.
Japanese
And,
lesson, what does meshi mean, Adam?
That means food or a meal
Yeah.
or rice.
So,
Sometimes.
if you didn't know,
Yeah. So
decant.
who's in the chat? Who's a Dungeon Meshi fan? Let us know. We would like to talk to you about Dungeon Meshi.
Da, 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 da. Here she is. Marcille is my favourite character
Yeah.
from Dungeon Meshi. Well-
Marcille is the best character in Dungeon
You
Meshi.
think so?
Right?
Yeah,
Probably.
I really like her. I'm really
I like
tied.
Chilchuck too.
Yeah,
but-
see, that's my second favourite. I'm very much tied between Chilchuck and Marcille, and like not to
But
get.
you're a big fan of, hobbits.
I
in
am.
general,
I'm.
right?
If
Halflings.
halflings,
Sorry, the legally
hobbits,
distinct hobbits.
da, 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 da. Either or.
We got to get that plastic off of them.
Yeah, I know. I was letting her, take a minute.
Letting them take a minute with the plastic still there. There we go.
Yeah, no, I love a hobbit. I love a halfling, but I also love an elf.
I think elves in general, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to fantasy
Yeah.
races. Elves, they're a big part of the genre. And of course, for those of you who are fans of Dungeon Meshi, you'll know that Marcille plays an integral role in the story, really.
She
As part
does.
of the lead adventuring party. Of course, there's multiple different adventuring parties in Dungeon Meshi, but Marcille is part of the main crew.
Yeah, I think.
And they have a commitment to saving their friend.
Yes, Farron,
Farron.
who gets eaten by a dragon. and you have to
exactly, yeah.
save her. But the thing with Marcille that I think really made her so lovable to me is when you take one look at her design. So before you've seen the show or read the manga or know anything about it, you take one look at her and she really looks like she's gonna be kind of your standard anime healer.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
She looks like she's gonna be really cutesy and "Ugh," and all that kind of stuff, but she's not.
Interesting impression.
She's actually very chaotic and her preferred magic is much darker. She knows a lot of forbidden magic, and she only has to do healing because Fallon gets hurt and can't do it. Well, I say gets hurt, I mean gets eaten by a giant dragon. Kind of the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And even then, when she does do healing, she's not gentle at all. That's just not who she is. I thought she was a really interesting character.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and get them equipped with their stuff?
Sorry.
No problem.
Gushing about my girl.
And for those of you who joined wanting to hear about the Choipla Evangelion, we will get to it.
Sorry,
we will
Georgia
get to
just
it.
wants to
We
gush
wanted to
about
talk
her
about this
favourite
first.
character.
Because, we had it on hand and we thought, why not?
Yeah, I had to pick this one up. I had to get one for my girl. And then I've also got Chilchuck on pre-order as well.
Well,
We got this little bedroll. That's very cute.
that's very cute. And
I'm
that
a
goes
big
on their
fan.
back, right? Maybe?
No, this one just goes loose next to her, I think. I don't think
Interesting.
this
So it's
one-
just a
Yeah.
kind of an extra accessory.
Just an extra piece. And we were talking earlier about our favourite fantasy races
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
because I'm a big halfling girly. I don't know if you've ever played a game called Divinity Original Sin 2.
You know that I have.
I was talking to the audience. I was talking to the audience.
Sorry, everybody. They were talking to the
I was
audience.
talking to you, not to him. I was talking to you. Have you ever played a
Yeah,
game
for
called
the 17 of
Divinity
you in the
Original-
chat watching, have you played Divinity Original Sin 2?
Because in that game, there's an
bedroll.
exploit where if you
An
take
exploit.
if you if you pick up a bedroll and you give one to all your party members,
Yeah.
you can spam sleeping and healing mid-fight by just taking one of the characters out and then healing them and then setting them back
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's how I got through that game.
The old bedroll glitch.
Yeah,
The old bedroll
yeah.
exploit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a glitch. I feel like it was kind of a intentional
You think it was
thing.
intentional?
Yeah, I think it
No.
was intentional.
It was definitely an exploit. Go ahead. Are you wondering if they have a staff equipping hand?
I am wondering if she has a staff equipping hand.
There is additional hands.
Are they under?
here.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh god! I should have taken those off before I took off the cover.
That's okay.
The basilisk
Can do
meat.
that, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
And then we got the stand. And the
Okay.
hands.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm not sure what I want to do with her. I want to show off these faces for sure.
I think you should equip the crying face or the surprised face and the staff.
And the staff? But
Yeah.
the scorpion bowl is so cute though.
Well,
Okay,
can they hold both the staff and the bowl?
She can, but then what's she going to do with her chopsticks?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the staff first, just to
Staff first,
give it a
everybody.
go, and then we'll change it, because that's what Figma's all about, right? It's like
Yeah.
changing it. So
And
that's
if
what we're
you're
going to do.
in the chat, let us know about Figma Marciel. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Marciel in general? What are your thoughts on Figma?
On Figma. What are your thoughts on Figma? I think we talked about this a bit
I
before.
love Figma. Of course, we reviewed Figma Link before on the
Yes.
channel, and that was a good time. And Figma Link, of course, really spectacular release from Good Smile. But this is also quality, and I've been a big fan of just the kinds of we get the camera to pick up these faces here.
The faces are really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. One of the few complaints I did have about the Figma Link, which I also love, he's living very proudly in our apartment right now.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the few complaints I had was that he does have pretty limited facial features, just because Link
Yeah.
himself doesn't really.
So these are the two faces that come with Figma Marciel. You see we've got a really funny kind of shocked expression and then an equally funny crying expression. I think an underrated detail of Dungeon Meshi in general is just the comedic factor of the series, right? It's really funny.
So much of it is in
Yeah,
the
and
way
I think
that
the show kind of lures you into thinking, just in general, right, that maybe it's just a light-hearted cooking themed show. Cookery.
Yeah.
And then it's got lots of comedy,
Yes.
but then it also kind of drags you into an emotional storyline, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what's really impressive about it is this ability to kind of keep you invested in both elements, right?
WebFox says Marcel is a fun character to watch in the anime. I completely agree. Who is your favorite character, WebFox?
Right.
Let me know. Can I guess? Is it Senshi?
You're just guessing based on what?
Raw vibes. Raw
Just
vibes.
completely their favorite must be Senshi.
Yeah. Please let me know if I got that right, because if I did, I love her hair as well. If you haven't
I
seen
love her hair.
the series, you might not know this, but Marcel changes her hair all the time,
Right.
which again is a really cool detail.
I suppose
Anime-
it is a shame that this doesn't come with additional hairstyles.
That's true. I don't know how you would do that,
Yeah.
but
That'd be tricky, right?
yeah.
But
it
I
would
suppose
be
this is
cool.
her most iconic hairstyle. Combines assets of other different
guess-
types of hair that she wears throughout the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't do anything crazy. She's
Right.
no Haruhi Suzumiya about it, but she does. That was an old school reference for anyone who's of a
Is there any
certain age
Haruhi
group.
Suzumiya fans in the chat? And everyone's favourite 2006 anime / light novel series.
I gave my age away, maybe.
I really want them to make another season of Haruhi Suzumiya, but then
Yeah,
they're not going
come
to do
on.
it, right?
It's time. Speaking of time, I'm gonna get the snacks. Snack time. Snack time.
So we are
That
going to
is
equip
not the
the
right-
chopsticks, and we are going to equip the scorpion bowl as
Yeah,
well.
the scorpion bowl. This is probably how I'm gonna have her set up on my shelf. I think this is my favorite. I think it's just sums her up perfectly as a character, and I'm gonna have to use the crying face, I think, for this one. Honestly, I love Figma so much, but I lack the dexterity to do this with any kind of grace. Whenever I'm changing the parts.
Oh.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
You've been practicing your figure handling skills.
Yeah, and I'm still rubbish. That's one of the reasons I really like Figma, actually, is that they are quite sturdy
Yeah,
in comparison to other articulated figures. So I
right.
usually don't feel like I'm...
Okay.
Okay, right. I want to change her face.
I believe you just pull it off,
Pull it
remove
off.
the fringe piece, put the new face piece on, put the fringe
Yeah.
piece back on.
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard. Figmas these days generally they like to do this sort of fringe piece element where there's a swappable face and you just remove the front piece of the hair, and usually it looks pretty seamless actually.
It does actually, I have to say, especially
it fits
in comparison to old school, like really early Figma.
Yeah. You know, I've been collecting Figma for a while now, and Figma in general have really upped their quality in the last few years, especially, right?
Oh yeah, like crazy.
Yeah.
I think if you've...
Can we rotate it a bit for the camera?
Sorry, I was too locked in. I had to get her perfect.
Excellent. And so we've got her crying, presumably over how delicious the scorpion bowl is, right?
That's the vision. Okay.
Morningstar, hello. It's good to see you.
Back. Hello. Have you seen Dungeon Meshi? If so,
have you seen Dungeon Meshi, Morningstar? Also, if you're here for the Choipla Evangelion, we will get to it after this.
I promise. I'm just being
maybe
a bit
another
self-indulgent.
5 to 10 minutes or so, we'll start the build.
And then I'm gonna get kicked off my Marcel, huh?
Yep.
It's okay. I understand.
Yep.
Now,
so there's a lot of articulation in the legs in general.
Yeah, right? There is. I've had a vision and I'm trying to figure out how to
like cross-legged or something.
I could do actually. I think I can. She's so articulate.
Is that level of articulation involved?
But what I'm thinking, because we've got this little bedroll piece, right?
I see.
I want to have her sitting on it.
I don't know if the bedroll is tall enough for that.
It's on the box, so I know it can be done.
You need to extend the legs further, right?
There it is. You see at the bottom, her and Laos are sitting on the bedroll.
So this pose here is what we want to try and recreate, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right, let's go for it.
But I think I need to swap into this piece here.
Interesting.
Now, how does that
So WebFox100 says, I don't think I have a fave out of the main four, but they are a good dynamic. I agree.
Yeah. That's a very good
reasonable
neutral take to have. This part comes off. That's how we're gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the front part of her robes.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've got to swap.
This is kind of unique as a feature.
It is. Right? It is. It didn't feel right, like tugging on it. Like I was I felt like I'm ripping off.
Yeah.
You just started watching it, Morningstar?
Yeah.
Good
Morningstar
choice.
says, I just started watching it and it's so good. Excellent. We're glad to hear that for you, Morningstar.
Who is your favourite character, Morningstar?
Alright, we're asking everyone in the chat who their favourite character is.
Yeah, I need to know.
Presumably, you know, you're all Marcel fans, which is why you're here, right?
Or Chilchuck stands, because you have taste and you understand that the halfling supremacy is real.
Yeah.
Look at how... she's so cute! Look!
That is really cute.
Oh, I'm obsessed. Maybe I'll just put her on my shelf like this.
Yeah, like hanging off the edge. That would be a fun way to display this, I think.
Will she... Okay, that's too. That's not sturdy
too much
enough.
Of an edge.
That's no. It's like the plastic is too smushy.
You can sit them on the bedroll and extend their legs. And then we've got full kind of bedroll sitting action going on, right?
Yeah! I knew it could be done. He told me I couldn't do it, but I knew I could do it.
We've recreated the pose on the back of the box where she's eating the scorpion bowl and crying with joy.
Yeah.
And so, if you want to experience this same level of joy, you can pre-order. No, not pre-order. It's in stock.
Yeah,
you can
she's ready to go.
The Figma Marciel from HLJ.com.
There is a... What is blocking it on the screen?
What is blocking
There's like a... Can you see there's like a plastic bit on the screen? Oh, it's your laptop.
So, yeah. The Figma Marciel is, of course, an action figure.
Yes.
And if you're a fan of action figures, you may be interested to know...
I put it on top of your pamphlet.
That's okay. Hold on. Let's move this off. So if you're a fan of action figures, you may be interested to know that currently we have an ongoing campaign for anyone who purchases an action figure on the HobbyLink Japan website, HLJ.com.
It doesn't have to be this one, but it should be this one.
Yes.
She's the best one.
Now, actually, I don't know if this specifically is included.
Oh, it's not?
It may be. But if you go to our top page right now, our home page, you'll see that there is a banner titled Action Figures Forever. And if you click on that, you'll see all kinds of different action figure products And if you purchase one and ship one this month, you'll receive a Master Action Figure Posing for Maximum Enjoyment booklet. So this is really, really cool. I don't want to give away too much of what's inside here because I think it's actually really, it's fun. But essentially inside this magazine, we have expert advice, professional advice, you might say, on action figure posing. And so if you're interested in creating cool photo shoots for your action figure, or maybe even you might be interested in, you just want to get better at posing your action figures in general, right? This fun booklet is going to come with every single action figure purchase that you make on HLJ.com this month. So that's really, really cool. And there's a number of action figures on sale right now, so you can check those out as well. So if you're interested in that, you can head to our website, purchase an action figure, and then you will have one of these Master Action Figure Posing for Maximum Enjoyment booklets. And it's really cool. It's a nice collection of articles that have been included in Hobby Highlights before, and you get some really, really cool, detailed with lots of nice photography, posing instructions and advice on how to create cool action figure poses. So you may enjoy that. And you can head to the HLJ.com website and you can purchase an action figure and you'll receive one of these.
When Fox says having her sitting like this looks like a noodle stopper,
It does look like a noodle stopper.
I agree. I think we actually have some Marcel noodle stoppers right now.
Mm-hmm.
If not the noodle stopper, we definitely have the sitting pop-up parade Marcel, which if you are like me and for some reason you specifically want a Marcel who is sitting down, but you want one that's static, that might be a good option for you too.
Absolutely.
Morningstar says his favourite character is also Marcille because the facial expressions are hilarious. I agree! And they did such a good job capturing this with these little face pieces. Like, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Look at this! She's so angry! I love this. I love it.
Brilliant.
I love it. Looks just like the character in the anime. Great facial rendition. Thank you, Jason. I completely agree. 100%. Wait, can I put will this balance? Yes. I want her to have all the food, all the snacks.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, so we're almost halfway through the stream now, so we are going to give people what was promised to them.
That was so fast.
And build the Evangelion Choipla.
All right. Okay, let me tidy up my Marcille.
As I mentioned at the top of the stream, this is a uncolored, unpainted version of a Evangelion test type Unit 1 Choipla, which will be releasing soon, and the coloured version you can actually pre-order on the HobbyLink Japan website right now. But for those of you at home, I thought it'd be fun for us to do something a bit more interactive and build something on the stream for you. So Sharky Q says hello. Hi, Sharky Q. Nice to see you here. So we are about to begin building the Evangelion Choipla.
Can I keep Marcel here for moral support, please?
Sure.
Thank you. This is my first time ever building any model kit, so I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. Please don't make fun of me.
The question is, who should build the kit? Sharky Q says, do we get a free kit for watching the stream? Unfortunately not, Sharky, but if you go to HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com, you will find many kits available to purchase.
On sale right now!
What's on sale right now?
Action figures are on sale right now. That's not a kit, sorry. I was looking at
Morningstar
Marcel.
says, I hope I bought a valid figure. I just requested shipping with several things from my private warehouse. Feel free to check with customer support team if you would like, Morningstar. I believe, if you've shipped stuff that is included in the sale, then that should get you the action figure posing booklet. But yeah, let's begin.
Okay, knife please.
Knife?
Yes, we start with knife.
Okay, so I believe
Scalpel.
for this kit the instructions are included. So let's lay out our tools, right?
Scalpel. I'm gonna keep her here. For moral support.
And we also have some sanding tools as well.
Okay.
So
these are not in the frames.
These are not in the frame.
We've got an assortment of tools here. These have
Yes.
been lent to us by our producers.
Yes. So,
That's right.
would you like to take the lead now? There's
Yes.
several runners inside the box that are connected, so you will have to clip those apart to begin with, so that you have each of the runners available.
Sharky says, "Give us a discount coupon."
Sharky, well, we certainly can do that. We can try.
Yeah, maybe we should. Just as a thanks for watching the stream.
Yeah,
Can we make it happen?
we can make it happen.
There you go.
We can make it happen.
Do you start with the anesthesia before the scalpel? I knew I forgot something!
It's not a surgery, Sharky. It's
Doctor,
not-
the patient is screaming! What did I do?
So there are instructions included on the interior of the packaging. And I believe that all of the Choipla come boxed in this way. So now we can begin to separate the various runners, and then we will have everything we need to begin making the kit.
So when you say separate the runners, can
You
I
will
just
need to
yoink them off?
nipper them apart. Do not. Oh, actually, it seems like they're kind of there's
I
like these
didn't
little
need
ridges,
a
right?
nipper.
Yeah.
These can be pulled off.
We've just got the nippers ready to go, and but we can
There
pull
we
the
go.
runners straight off of these frames.
Alright. Let's look at these
Let's look at these.
instructions. What have we got? His little hat first. Are they numbered? I'm going to be very irritating. I've genuinely never built anything before. I'm a figure collecting girly, not a model kit girly, so bear with me. 1. I found number 1. Okay.
Excellent. So we'll use the nippers to cut these from the runners.
Which one is the nipper?
This is a nipper, and this is a nipper also.
I see. Why are there 2 different types of nippers? Do they do different things?
No, these ones are pretty much the same,
I
but
see.
they've got different weights to them.
Okay. What are the benefits of different weighted nippers?
That's a good question that I frankly do not know the answer to.
Whoa. Are there any model kit fans in the chat who can please kindly explain to me the benefits of a different weighted nipper? Do we need to sand this? Because there's like a little knobbly bit.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Do we have a
So,
sander tool? Can
if
you
you
be
would
on
like
sanding?
to sand
Okay, I get to do it.
the parts, we have various sanding materials here. Of course, you don't want to sand it too much, I assume.
Oh, did I sand it too much?
No, I think it's fine.
I'm enjoying the ASMR of this.
Of course, just off camera, we have a producer and model kit expert in the room with us.
Yeah, that's why I'm so nervous, because they're watching me. Watching me
Saito sensei
struggle.
もいますね。問題になったらおし
助けてくださいね。
はい
Okay, he's smooth now. He's soft. So that's number 1, and we need number 4, which is probably going to be also here. Here's number 4.
Yeah.
This is easy.
So this is a Choipla kit, and we sell Choipla kits on HLJ.com pretty frequently. They're pretty popular with the customers, it seems. So you're all into Choipla, and this Choipla, like I say, this is an uncolored, unpainted version of the Evangelion Unit 1 kit that is still available for pre-order now, but we will have in stock pretty soon, I believe. And we're getting the head ready. And much like other Choipla, this is a kit with limited number of parts, and it's quite small overall.
Is this a snap kit, or do I need glue?
This is I think you can safely snap this together.
Okay.
We do have glue on hand.
Should we need it?
Should we need it?
Okay. That's good to know.
Sharky Q says, I always feel like somebody is watching me. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I feel that way.
So,
It's only because if you watch the stream, they very kindly lent us one of their own personal model kits, and I almost broke it. So now they're very kindly lending me their tools, and I feel under lots of pressure to not accidentally break anything again.
Now this is a very thin piece of plastic, so you've got to be careful with the sanding technique.
Oh my god.
Make sure that you don't snap the edges.
Wouldn't want to do that.
We certainly wouldn't. So let's try not to.
You know me. never run into that problem.
Right.
The epitome of...
So of course, Unit 1 is known for its unique horn, I suppose.
Horn?
Yeah. Antenna. I'm not really sure how you'd describe it. Kind of protrudes from the front of it, like a nose almost, but it's not a nose, it's an antenna or a horn.
It's not a nose.
So now we're gonna clip those two parts together in classic snap kit fashion.
It worked! Okay.
We have snapped.
Consider it snapped.
Consider it snapped.
And now I'm going to do it again. Is that the right? That doesn't feel right. I feel like this is going to go like this.
Yeah. So if you check out the instructions here...
I was looking at the instructions!
Actually, it goes on the interior, right?
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
I think. Ah.
You got it?
Yes.
We got it.
Yes.
We got it. It's in place. And now, we merely need to attach the upper part of the head and the horn. So, you can see here we've got
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So let's get those off the runners. Get the horn attached. There's 28 people watching us build this model kit. Watching you build this model kit. I'm not really doing anything.
Yep. The pressure's mounting now.
Oh, the pressure's mounting.
The pressure's mounting. As a primarily static figure collector, this is...
Yeah.
The pressure's crazy.
This is
These are all model kit fans.
Model kit fans are judging our construction here, so let's make sure we give an adequate performance.
Performance?
When I'm sanding parts of a model kit, I always worry about sanding it too much, right, and then removing elements of the texture. Because as an unpainted kit, of course, we we want to make sure that we're giving a good service, a good surface to paint on, when it's finished, right? And so when I'm sanding kits, I'm always cautious. Am I doing too much here, right? Have I sanded too much? And this part here just goes on the top, right?
Like this? That doesn't feel right.
So
that does.
the
other way around.
yeah.
I forgot what Unit 1 looks like. The horn.
Again, I guess it's more of an antenna, but kind of looks like a horn, doesn't it?
Now he's looking like Unit 1.
Now he's looking like Unit 1.
Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere now.
All right.
I am sweating.
The pressure of building this tiny kit is too much.
Yeah.
But there's 29 people watching us, so clearly people are interested, right?
Thank you, everybody. Please give me some advice if you see me doing something strange.
Yeah.
All right, now moving on to runner number 2. So actually, I don't know if I said this earlier because I didn't realize it earlier, but in the Choipla kits, they have they have like a number up here for each of the runners. I don't know if that's normal in model kits. I've never built one before, but it's making it really easy to find the pieces, so I'm grateful for that.
Jason C212 says, if you sand heavy, use very soft grit sandpaper. This kit looks fun. So this sandpaper we have here is pretty soft grit as far as I understand.
This one's hard though, the one that I've been going at it with, so maybe I should swap to this one.
Perhaps. So moving on to the torso now. Yeah.
Alright, we've
got 4 pieces for the torso.
We need 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yep. So we'll just go one by one with those on the runners.
I think I'm not too nervous about the sanding because I have long nails, right? So
right.
I use a nail file all the time.
Right.
So I think I have a good sense of like how much I can file.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. Maybe not.
That does make sense. I understand what you mean.
Okay, that's good.
So we've got these two small pieces that go at the front here, 6 and 8, that connect with this one, 7.
Yep. I'm really enjoying using the nippers. It's very satisfying.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of that.
So really, this is maybe your first time building a kit, like, ever, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was very small, my father used to make like military model kits.
Like Airfix and such. Yeah, scale
But
models.
I only ever helped paint them. I never actually built them, so...
Airfix is actually produced in the town that I was born, as far as I can tell.
Really?
In, like, Margate.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still the case, but that definitely used to be the case, and so there was a big Airfix community in Margate.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't realise that was why.
Which is really fun, right? I mean, as a thing.
Yeah, if the accents didn't give it away, we're British.
If the accents didn't give it away, Jason, we're British.
To Jason specifically?
Yeah.
Well, now you know Jason.
Yeah, there's a little bit of, like... little bit of stuff here on the edge of this torso. We can get to that.
That's fine.
Let's focus on, I guess, the chest piece next, right?
Yeah.
We add these two little pieces, and then we can attach those to the front.
Yeah.
And then we've got a kit.
Then we've got a kit. What is it up until now? Just nothing.
Well, we'll have a head and a torso, right?
Yeah.
So, let us know, all 26 of you in the chat, what you think of this model kit. It's pretty interesting, right?
And if you're an Evangelion fan, let's talk about that, because
I personally, I love Evangelion. That's like
Evangelion's great.
probably one of my favorite anime in general. And I think, actually, I've never built like an Evangelion model kit before. So I'm
Still
really,
haven't. I'm carrying
it's true.
this.
No, you're doing this, but that's a genre, I suppose, that I'd like to try. And with this Choipla, I'm excited to see how it turns out, and then when it's done, I'm really interested in painting it. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, me too. I'm more confident with painting than I am
Building.
building. Yeah. Oh, this is fiddly. You rewatch every year, Jason? That's smart. I like that.
I love Evangelion. Every time I watch it, every year I have a new interpretation, he says.
Yeah.
That's how I feel as well.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it, I have a new interpretation.
Who's your favourite Evangelion character?
My favorite?
Mm-hmm. Audience too. Who's your favourite? Tell me.
Misato.
Good choice. Good choice. The only thing stopping me from buying this kit is that I don't know how to paint. Morningstar.
Actually, the version of this that's releasing on HLJ.com will be coloured. It will have colour.
Yeah, it has paint on it.
This is an event exclusive uncoloured version.
And you know what? If the producer lets me do a painting stream, it'll be my first time painting a kit. So if you also have an unpainted kit, we can paint together and we can like learn together. That could be really fun. Right. Because I've also I think model kits can be quite intimidating. Like that, at least from my experience, if you've never done them before. So we'll figure it out together.
Morningstar, if you're interested in, like, it's literally the exact same shape and design, but the Choipla that's available to pre-order on our website is the coloured version. This is an event exclusive. Sharky Q says, I was more into the classic Mazinga, Grendiza and Great Mazinga, but now I started to get into Gundam and Evangelion kits.
Ooh.
Jason C says, oh, Misato.
Another Misato fan in the chat, I see. Good taste here today. Glad to see it.
I feel like Misato is quite a relatable character because they're like very career oriented and they work very hard, but then they get home and they're really lazy. Yeah,
she drinks a lot of beer.
Exploit
children.
Well, that's not what I was going to say, but yeah.
When I was a teenager, I was a big Kaoru fan.
Yeah.
sure you remember.
Of course, yeah.
Yep.
And Kaoru, of course, plays quite an important role.
Okay, I need to figure out where to attach this. Ooh, is it this bit?
There's
or
the
this
two
bit?
pieces that go into the front,
Okay.
that go into the front.
The two pieces that go into the front go into the front.
Sorry,
Thank
there's
you very
three
much.
pieces that go into the chest, right? And then the chest combines with a back piece.
Okay, there we go. I got it.
We got it.
The back piece. Okay, that's not going quite as smoothly as I thought it would. There we go. Hear that? Snap. Because it's a snap kit, so it snaps. So now we've got
a nice snap on that.
We've got a little head, we've got a little torso.
Now we can connect the head to the torso if you want.
Morningstar says that Masato is the best.
They're right about that.
Glad to see everybody in the chat today has good taste.
Yes.
That's what I like to see. Alright, now we need 25, 24, 26 and 27. Whew. Okay.
Alright, so now we're on to an arm, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, 25, 24, 26, 27. Okay, 25. Stop. Honestly, the nipping sounds really very satisfying.
Sharky Q says, I've been buying from HLJ for more than 7 years. Well,
Wow.
Sharky, that's great to hear.
Thank you, Sharky.
Please continue buying from us because we really need the support.
That sounds so sad. Please.
We appreciate your long time relationship with HLJ. We appreciate it.
We do. We really do. We are very small still.
Yes. Georgia and I have only been at HLJ for 2 years or less.
Yeah, you've been
And
here
so-
for 2 years. I think I've been here for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Just about a year
So
and a half.
you've been really with HLJ longer than we have.
Yeah.
So that's something cool to think about, perhaps.
That is very cool. Very cool indeed.
And yeah. How's these? Is it a shoulder you're building right now?
I'm doing
Something.
I've always been terrible at visualizing
The
stuff.
legs. You're making the legs right now.
Yes.
Is that quite short, stubby legs?
Stubby little legs.
Yeah.
It's giving. You know what this kit's giving?
What's it giving?
He looks like a beetle.
Looks
Like a
beetle.
stubby little beetle with like stubby little beetle legs.
That's fun.
I've always been really bad at like visualizing stuff in a 3D space. So like when I have parts of something, I have to put them together. I can never like picture it as like a final thing. Just always like, yeah, these are a bunch of parts.
Right.
you know?
Sharky Q says, I remember back in the day you used to carry food items.
That's true. We did. Yeah, we did. Is that something you would like more of?
Please let us know if you're interested in that. They said likes Japanese snacks and drinks.
Yeah, we did. I remember that. That was long before our time, but I remember that indeed. So now what I should have done is
Go
do
ahead.
this in 2 parts,
Yeah.
because now I don't know which bit goes with which, so I'm just going to eyeball it and hope for the best.
I see. We've got that leg.
Yeah, we got 2 legs almost.
2 legs.
Almost. I really hope you guys can hear this.
The snapping sound?
Yes, because I'm a really
I'm
big
sure they can
fan.
probably hear it.
I'm
maybe
a
a little
really
bit.
big fan.
It was loud.
So Sharky, what's your favourite Japanese snack?
I'm
you have
technically a Japanese snack expert, I think.
That's true, to be honest. I would agree with that. What the hell? Shoulder? Is that his shoulder?
Okay, so we've done 2 legs.
We've got 2 legs, we've got a torso.
And then we're moving on to the arms and
head.
shoulders now. Yeah.
You can turn that around.
So of
you
course
can see
they
the
have
head.
these fin-like protrusions on the shoulder, and that's what you will be building for step 3.
Yes.
The left arm.
So earlier, if you've been with the stream the whole time, you might remember that we used the word gente, meaning like a limited item. And for me, one of my favorite things about living in Japan is the gente snacks and drinks. Would you agree, Adam?
Yes.
But it's
The
awesome.
seasonal snacks and drinks are like peak experience of living.
Sharky says matcha almonds is his favorite Meiji almonds. Okay, confession, I cannot stand matcha. I know.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's so embarrassing because I live in Japan, of course, and so I'm around matcha all the time. And one of the very lovely girls on my team, she always gives me snacks. She's so sweet. And a couple of weeks ago, she tried to give me some matcha Kit Kats, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't eat it at all. I was so embarrassed.
Matcha almonds is my favorite Meiji almonds. Yeah, those are good, right? I mean, like, I know
I love the Meiji almonds. Not the matcha flavor. I like the regular chocolate. Those are a very good pick. Mm-hmm. It is a double-edged sword, though, the seasonal stuff, because you get really addicted to something and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. There's like a seasonal. Is it 7-Eleven that does this? The ice cream. The
melon ice cream.
The melon ice cream,
yeah.
I think it's 7-Eleven, and there's like it's a melon ice cream, and they only have it for like 3 weeks of the year, and I've lived here for 3 years.
Morningstar says, thanks guys, I just pre-ordered this kit. Morningstar, thank you so much.
Matches your kryptonite, Sharky says. Honestly, yes, it is, because I'm really proud that I can eat like a lot of things that people don't expect that I can eat, and I'm always like, yeah, I can eat that, that's no problem. And then they bring out the matcha, and I'm like, I've been defeated.
I love wasabi peas, but I'm weird, Jason says. That's not strange.
I don't think that's weird, Jason. I would say that's a very that's a good normal, palate, right? To have. Yeah. I love peas. I love pea snacks. Maybe not wasabi. I can eat wasabi, but it probably wouldn't be my first choice. Like if there was like a selection of flavors.
Choview says, I'm fortunate in living in an area in the US with a lot of Japanese marts. Any recommendations for snacks? 100%.
Yes, Cho, absolutely.
So, in terms of snacks, Kinoko no Yama.
Yeah.
The chocolate biscuits, right?
Yes, those are good. A classic.
Of course, there's the bamboo shoot version if you're a traitor. And then of course I'm a big fan of Black Thunder, which is a delicious crunchy chocolate.
And speaking of crunchy, the chocolate brand Crunky is also very good.
Crunky is good, yeah. What about you though? Do you have any recommendations for Japanese snacks?
Yes, I think if you're having any kind of Japanese snack, I would really look for what is white peach.
White
peach, yes, because that is my absolute favorite flavor, and it seems like outside of Asia there's not very many like white peach flavored things. My absolute favorite white peach flavored thing is there's like a jelly bean combo that has like white peach, orange peach and pink peach in it, and it is amazing. But it is also a gente, a seasonal product, so they only have it like around this time of year, so I have to eat loads and loads of jelly beans. So I highly recommend anything that is white peach flavor. That's my favorite.
Well, there you have it, Cho. There's several recommendations for you.
Or savory, anything that's mentaiko flavored. Mentaiko is like fish eggs, which I know doesn't sound like the most appealing thing in the world, but it's delicious. If any of you either are in Japan or are coming to visit Japan at some point, I highly recommend the Family Mart Mentaiko Mayo Onigiri. It is so good. It's so good. But you can also get mentaiko flavored crisps or chips, and those are really good too. I highly recommend them. A bit of an acquired taste, but as we have a wasabi fan in the chat, I think you guys have good taste. I think you'll like them.
I think so too. Excellent. So how are we doing on the arms? Lift arm?
I've got this little nub that's
We've
having
got
some
about
difficulty.
maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes left. I think you can make progress in that time.
I want to finish this kit.
You will.
I want to finish
because the legs
today.
are already done, it's just the arms left, right? So looks like we're getting there, folks.
Can we, if I take too long, can we just keep going until I finish it?
I think that's probably fine.
Alright, where was I? I've lost my place. Now I need 23 and 17.
23 and 17. So, people in the chat right now, what are your thoughts on us doing more kit building streams?
I have a bunch of kits that I haven't made, so...
I also have a bunch of kits that I haven't made. I've got a stack of just various things.
I got a bunny girl kit, and if you guys have seen any of our other streams, you know Georgia loves a bunny girl, and I've been saving it for something special, so
Yeah,
maybe we could build it together. That could be pretty fun.
that could be fun.
What kits have you got? You've got a couple of Godzilla ones that you're sitting on still?
No Godzilla ones right now, but I've got a few unbuilt Gundams, right?
Ah.
I got the event exclusive ones, the Osaka Expo Gundam with the wings and stuff like
That
that.
could be fun.
I've also got the Kyoto, the Artpla, the kangaroo from Machine and Creeper series. So we've got one of those ready to go. And then there's a few various kits upcoming that I'm pretty excited about as well.
Cho says no favorites, but I grab any snacks with a toy, card, or gacha. Me too.
Us too, Cho. Like
we always
we always are buying, I guess what they would call wafer cards here.
Yeah.
It comes with a wafer, and then there's like
yes.
a collectible trading card included within. There's not any that we're currently collecting, but there's been many different wafer card series that we've been really interested in getting the whole set, and then we never do. All right.
Yes, they had a Vocaloid one recently for the Project Sekai mobile game.
Yeah.
Spent so much money on those. To the point where like other people in the office were getting them too, just to see if they could find any Mikus in there for me.
Right, we were like, collaborating on getting the whole set.
Yeah, we worked together. This is not an individualistic.
Yeah.
And there was a really good Fate Go one quite recently.
Yeah. That was fantastic. Sharky Q says, I love seeing the kits. Many of the Gunpla dealers here in San Francisco actually buy items from you guys. Well,
really?
I'm sure that they buy from a variety of places. Jason says, that would be fun to watch. Would you both be possibly building kits like Frame Arms Girls and the Sort?
I would love to.
We would love
I
to
love
build
a
Frame
girly
Arms
kit.
Girls.
Yes. I would love to. And
Hello, Ragnarok.
Says, hi, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was here last time,
Yeah,
right?
I remember Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's when you have a cool username, you always remember.
Right. I remember Ragnarok. I think Sharky Q has been here before.
Yeah,
as
Sharky's
well.
been here before.
Maybe it's
Morningstar's been
Sharky
here too.
Ke? I don't know, actually.
That's a good point. Sharky, how do we pronounce your username? I don't want to get it wrong.
Sharky, let us know. But like we said, we've got a few different kits in our backlog that we could build on stream. Of course, we can't necessarily do it every time due to various limitations, but we would like to show a fun variety of things, and if you guys enjoy the building streams, we'll happily do more. There's 30 people watching now.
What? Watching
they're
me
counting
fumble
on
my
you.
first kit. Stop!
They're counting on you to finish the kit.
No!
Finish the fight. Like
Finish the fight?
John Master
like
Chief.
Cody Rhodes? Oh. Let's finish the story. Sorry, WWE
Finish the fight
fans.
like
John Master
117 from Halo 3.
Okay, I think I've run to a roadblock, gang.
Have you?
Yes.
So there's a hand piece to the right
Which
hand.
is this one.
Correct.
And then I've got the gun.
Yeah,
And then I've got the
gets
thumb.
wedged between
Yes, but
like that.
see, I thought
Bit
it was
low.
like. But
So
then
the
it
hands
covers
go around that inside the handle.
this bit.
Yes.
But then what about this bit? That's just like in between his hands. That seems weird.
I believe
Doesn't
so.
seem right. That can't be right. That's not right. Do I have to like hold on? Is there a visual? Yeah, it's not right. Okay, I see what's happened here. I see what's happened. It needs to be so that it's like upwards a bit.
I see.
I have no idea. Is this even the right?
There's only one gun piece, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the finished image there, you see what I mean?
I see, yeah.
So it's like this.
So it does go around the handle part.
I think it needs to go like.
It goes like the grip goes inside the handle. Right.
Yep.
I can take a swing at it if you want.
No, this is my first model kit.
All right. I tried to help everyone.
There we go.
There we go.
Look at that. Masterful. No one can even see it. That was really fiddly. Que is in what in Spanish?
Oh, okay. So it is Sharky K.
So it's K.
K. I assume.
We have many Spanish speakers at HLJ. Unfortunately, neither of them are up. Yeah, of course we do.
Oh, of course we do.
We have ones like right next door.
That's
I'll
true.
ask her after this to make sure I get the pronunciation right. Sorry for butchering your name, Sharky. Please forgive me. All right, that's one arm done. Now on to the next one. I'm sweating from stress.
That's okay. It feels like we did it. Though,
We
right?
did, but it was a bit close.
Oh. So we've got an arm, and we've got a torso, and we've got 2 legs, and we've got shoulder pieces. So now we just need one more arm.
15 and 14 I'm looking for. Where did I put those? I had it originally laid out really nicely. It was really easy to find everything, but over the past half hour, no biggie. Thank you, Sharky. You're very kind.
Alright, so we're building the right arm now. And,
This goes on the knobbly bit at the front of the arm.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Alright, now I need a bit at the back. What is he? This guy, okay.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
the,
it's all coming together.
The shoulder piece. And then there's a front shoulder piece.
I already got the front shoulder
We've got
piece.
the
I'm
front
way ahead
shoulder
of you.
piece locked in.
This one's tricky. It's like you got to snap it in for like 3 locations. How do you model kit people do this so effectively on like the
Gets
complex kits? Like
more
this is
complicated than this, right? I mean,
yeah.
I assume.
I would assume so. We have a lot of model kit fans here at HLJ,
Of course.
and some of the things they come up with, I'm just like, how? I might need to borrow your physical strength to like close the gap there a little bit better. Alright. Whew. Arm number 2 with a knife. Okay, she's got a knife. 19, 18, 20, 21.
19, 18, 20, 21.
Is anybody working on a kit right now? If so, what's your current build? Let me know. Tell me about it.
It would be fun if we could do streams where we build kits and then you all build kits with us, you know?
Yeah, and then you could send us some pictures and we can post them on our social media.
Right. So we've got an arm there. Sharky, are you building any kits or do you plan to build any kits currently?
What about you, Ragnarok?
Did you drop something? Did it... We retrieved it. So hopefully none of you noticed that we dropped an important piece.
Yep.
So we've got the head.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna do all the individual parts first. Right. We had that was 18, I think. No, that was 19. So now I've got to do 18, 20.
18, 20.
Counting.
Sharky says I'm building 2 kits. HG1144 Mazinga and Moto King Flash and Bat Cycle.
Cool.
That is cool.
What about the rest of you guys? You building anything at the moment? Working on anything cool?
Jason says, don't worry, we saw it, LOL.
No, Jason, no! No, you didn't, Jason. Jason,
Morningstar says, we need a painting stream from a beginner to beginners. That's a good idea.
I completely agree, Morningstar.
I think when we finish building this, we can keep it for next time and paint it next time.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
can
cool.
paint together, because I'm also a complete beginner.
Maybe. I can't make any promises, but perhaps we can do that.
I can. No, I can't.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I really want to learn how to paint models. I have painting experience in other places, but not really model kits, so it'd be really fun, I think. That's 20. Right, 21.
I'm building the Macross VFG kit of Freya, Jason says.
That's cool.
I believe that's the Variable Fighter Girls series, right?
Yes, I think so. This is like my first robot anything. I think pretty much all of the collectibles I own are all just like girls, I think. I don't think I have anything that's like a creature or a machine or knife. I'm missing the knife, that's what I need.
Yeah. The progressive knife, I believe it's called.
The progressive knife. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the progressive knife.
Designed for destroying angel cores.
Yes.
So it has like a kind of a chainsaw type function. It's pretty fun. Pretty cool as a weapon design.
What is your favourite weapon? Like if you're playing an RPG game,
weapon, yeah.
What weapon are you likely to pick?
Oh, I love a good sword, you know.
A sword?
Just
like
a normal,
sword?
long sword. Just a normal long sword.
What about you guys in the audience? What's your go-to weapon, like if you're playing a game or something? For me, I'm a big fan of axes and hammers and like big smash weapons. But I also don't like to be slow, so that can be a problem. So sometimes, if the game allows, I might go for something like a mace or a you know, like a mace, but it's on a string.
Like a flail.
Yeah, like a flail. I might go for something like that.
We are now at 1 PM, so we need to lock in on the remaining arm.
I've been locked in! This is hard! Okay. We need to lock in.
Morningstar says, can't wait for the DHV Magellan kit from Death Stranding. Same.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Actually, we just put up a new reissued Metal Gear Ray kit this morning. And I think we had a reissue of the Death Stranding Reverse Strike as well from Kotobukiya. So much like with the other arm, the knife piece goes in between the larger hand
That's not
piece.
what I'm stuck on. I've gotten stuck elsewhere.
On the shoulder?
Yeah, bear with me.
So there's two shoulder pieces that snap together to create the fin type part.
I'm going to do this out of order.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the hand
normal.
first, so it's out of the way. So that's like locked in. And get that off the board, so to speak.
We're locked in.
Right, those are legs. Those goes over there. So we've got these three pieces that I have to do something with. Sorry, this is 20. So this is going to have to go with probably this guy. That looks about right. Yep. That's snapped
Unit
together.
snaps.
Okay,
Unit
so
snaps.
that means probably then he's going to go up here somewhere.
Morningstar says, yeah, I love my reverse trike. Oh, you have that kit, Morningstar? That's cool.
Okay.
I considered building that one myself, actually, but it looked kind of complicated. Maybe it isn't, I don't know. Yeah, we got the fin on the shoulder.
I feel like there's an extra knobbly bit on mine though.
There's a part that goes on the front, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so,
Okay,
like,
it's all
for the
coming
fin.
together. Yes. I thought that this bit went like down here, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But it goes like this.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's like a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle. Sharky says, any reissue of 160 Bandai Mazinga? It has been sitting on my HLJ pre-order list for a while. Who knows when Bandai will release them? Unfortunately, Sharky, we do not know either. I wish we could tell you some information right here, but we cannot.
I see Sharky says that the Highlander longsword is his favourite weapon. Good choice. Nothing wrong with a longsword.
Yeah.
I think
we got it.
Yeah.
We're ready to assemble the full body.
I think so.
There is also a plug piece that goes in the back.
That's over there. Okay. Now, I feel like I don't need the instructions for this bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I can eyeball it. I feel like I've learnt. Clonk, there's the head.
Clonk, there's the head. Then we clonk in the legs.
Clonk, there's the leg. Joink. Look at his cute little stubby leg. Look at that little stubby leg. I love it. I think I said earlier in the stream he reminded me of a little beetle like this. I'm feeling that extra strongly right now. This is Beetle Man.
Let's get those arms on.
Okay, sorry, I was enjoying.
It's got you can't have no arms. That'd be silly. We got the
My
knife.
beetle has a knife
and the gun.
I think there's something funnier about him having a knife.
Yeah.
Like, just... If any of you are old enough to remember Vine, there was like a Vine that was really popular of a kid. And Slater was like, what do you have? And he's like, a knife. And they're like, no. That's what this kit reminds me of.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
We are complete.
Here he is!
So, yeah.
My first ever model kit!
Choipla Evangelion Unit 1. The purple coloured version is available to pre-order now. So please, if you would like to pre-order that on hlj.com, feel free. Like I say, this is a event exclusive unpainted uncoloured version, but the mold colour of the version that is available to pre-order right now on HLJ is purple. So that's pretty cool.
Sharky says it looks like the Don Quixote mascot. Hey! It kind of does.
All right.
What's his name? Don Pen?
Don Pen, like the penguin?
Yeah. Morningstar says looks so good. Thank you, Morningstar. Thank you for the congratulations, Sharky.
Yeah.
We do have a plug as well. Should we plug him in?
There's an entry plug piece made of 2 pieces.
He stands on his own. Let's just get him plugged in.
Let's get him plugged in.
Why not? This is kind of optional.
Yeah. So this is the entry plug that is used to charge the Evangelions. Not entry plug. It's the device that plugs into their back.
Yeah.
The entry plug is the thing that the pilots enter.
Yeah.
But this plug is like
just more of a regular plug.
I can't remember what it's called,
just
but it
plug.
pumps the fluid into the Evangelion, I believe.
The AT fluid or whatever it's called. It's been a long time since I last watched Evangelion. There we go.
Morningstar says you did great work. Jason says you're a pro already.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Morningstar. You fed my ego. I'm gonna come in next time with like a really big, like perfect grade kit, and I'm gonna like, absolutely fumble the bag. So
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I can manage this, no problem. They said I was a pro. Okay. What colour should I paint him? Should I make
We should
it
go
like,
for the classic colours,
you think
right?
it should be the canon colours?
Yeah, like purple and green. Or we could try like a fun like pink or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There he is, plugged in, ready
There
to
he is,
go.
plugged in. So
With
that
his new best friend,
is our
Marcel Dungeon Meshi.
Yeah. Our 2 subjects of today's stream, the Choipla EVA kit. Sharky says, if you had super chat, I would contribute for such a great job you did on your first kit.
Thank you.
Well done. A round of applause.
Thank you. Everyone's so nice to me. I was actually really nervous about building this on stream, and we were talking about it yesterday. I was like, I don't want to. I'm scared they'll make fun of me. But everyone was so nice. Thank you.
And so, yeah, that's an excellent job on your first kit. Well done. And we've built a nice Choipla that we can paint another stream perhaps. But for now, we'll wrap things up by giving you a nice little preview of the latest issue of Hobby Highlights magazine, which will be included in June shipments. And the subject, of course, is enjoying robot spirits as part of your hobby. And so you can actually see behind us we have an array of robot spirits figures.
Get out the way.
And in this issue of Hobby Highlights, we actually have really detailed tutorials on how to use these robot spirits action figures and paint them up and make something really quite impressive. So you can see on the back here we've got some really impressive work done on these figures. And so if you're interested in reading the latest issue of Hobby Highlights, you can enjoy robot spirits as part of your hobby with this magazine. So yeah, if you want this, all you'll need to do is ship next month pretty much, and this will also be available in other ways as well. And so Hobby Highlights, latest issue, enjoying robot spirits as part of your hobby. I think you're really going to like this issue, so that's fantastic. And we also have some available here to show you. Can you hold this?
Of course I can. I see some people are complimenting my sanding sound effects in the chat. Thank you.
And so we have an example here of robot spirits.
Who built this guy?
Now this is an action figure that
it's an
has
action
been
figure.
customized
this
further.
is the third time in this stream I've gotten the two confused.
And so if you're interested in Gundam, but maybe you've never checked out the Robot Spirits line, I highly recommend it, and this magazine is filled with plenty of reasons why you might want to do that. And so yeah, we've got some really amazing Robot Spirits figures available right now.
Well, see, I want to give them a preview page.
Yeah.
This is my favourite page, so I'm going to show you this one.
Excellent.
Our friend Yuna makes recipes. I love them.
Yes.
This is my favourite part.
All right.
Sharky says she's going to start her new ASMR YouTube channel with sanding sounds and nipper sounds.
Do not tempt me! I want to do that so bad!
Morningstar says, I like the sounding sound. Ragnarok says, at least you didn't stall like Todd, lol.
You know what? When the stream wraps up, I'm going to go smugly tell him. I'll be like, have you seen my stream, Todd? Where I built the kit, Todd?
Didn't stall like Todd. All right. So that's gonna call it for today.
That was a ton of fun. Thank you so much. Thank you too, Jason. I'm glad you had fun as well.
So we're gonna wrap it up there. So thank you everyone for joining us today to build the Choipla, and for now we're gonna say goodbye. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank
Next
you.
time let's paint together. Bye
Yes. Bye bye.